Muy buenas noches a todos ustedes. En esta ocasión, a petición de muchísimas personas, voy a hacer el video en inglés. Hi, my name is Deseret Tavares, and I have received many emails and messages from everyone asking for me to do the predictions in English. Most of you probably don't know who I am. But to give you a small idea of who I am a clairvoyant. I am a natural born clairvoyant, and I have been doing this for most of my life. I travel all over Latin America, giving predictions from many different countries on topics as of politicians, media, and different aspects, including major events. My specialty is natural disasters. I'm very good in providing key information with details on when things or events will happen. I have predicted events such as the Mexico City earthquake in 2017. I have predicted natural disasters such as the tsunami from Indonesia and Japan. I was probably the only person that predicted that Donald Trump will win the elections in the United States. I've predicted many different presidential candidates all over the different countries. And I have been receiving many messages from a lot of people asking for the predictions to be in English because they can't understand what I'm saying. So I will be going back and forth and speaking in English for a little bit, so then all of you who have not heard the material can listen. And the reason why I'm doing this is because it is extremely important for everybody to hear the message and what I have to say for California. I will also do predictions in Portuguese tomorrow because I have been receiving a lot of messages from different people in Brazil. So I speak Portuguese fluently, so I will be sharing the predictions in English tomorrow. So then the people in Brazil can also get the message because I have a lot to say about Brazil. So I wanted to share with all of you what I have been seeing. I have been seeing a massive earthquake that will strike Los Angeles and California. I have been talking about the earthquake for quite some time. I have been announcing the earthquake, especially from middle and late of last year to this year. I had a metaphysical store in Westwood for 15 years. And out of the blue, my guide told me, get up and leave. It's time for you to leave, and you need to leave now. So I've moved to Scottsdale. I closed my business, and I brought everything I own here, and I left my home, and here I am. So I strongly believe in what I'm about to tell you. And the reason why I left was because I have a very strong connection with my guide. And my guide always tells me what's going on, and he's never wrong. Sometimes we can change the events that will happen in our life, but sometimes we cannot do that. And for the reason is that sometimes the planet needs to grow on a conscious level, and it needs to unite and come together in order to allow the change to happen. I have seen a sequence of events that are about to strike not only California, but also all over Latin America. The world will change. And what I have seen is quite alarming in my opinion. I have seen an earthquake that will strike and that will touch anywhere from Chile all the way up to Oregon. And I have seen that many times, and I've seen it in a sequence, sort of like something that unfolds, and it sort of moves from one place to another. I have seen the volcano from Mexico explode, given an explosion that we will see 3 times, and then we will see a massive earthquake hit Los Angeles and Mexico City. About 2 days ago, I sat here reading my crystal ball, and I channeled to what I believe is a message that I didn't understand. I normally don't do a lot of channeling in public. I do it for my clients, but I don't do it openly for people. The message that came through after I heard it was quite alarming because it spoke in some sort of a code. And the message said that the ego will let go of the serpent, the snake. And the serpent in Mexico, it's the national, it's on the national flag. And it also means that it will bring hunger to the country. I see it as destruction because I have been seeing the Yucatan Peninsula fall apart. I have also seen a massive earthquake hit Mexico City where the angel will actually fall and break. I totally believe that because I have seen it in many times. What I have seen for Los Angeles is quite alarming because I saw an earthquake of a magnitude of about 9 to 10 on a Richter scale, and I have also seen water in the city. The city will not be the same city that we have seen. I have seen a destruction of Los Angeles completely be destroyed. I've seen water everywhere. I've seen the highways and I've seen the freeways and the airports completely destroyed. I have not seen anything where it shows me that the city will go back, it will be rebuilt. I have seen a lot of people die in Los Angeles and I have seen no electricity. I am quite alarmed and I'm very, very disturbed with what the information that I am giving you because the city, it's a city where I grew up and for me, Los Angeles is home. But Los Angeles will be destroyed with a massive earthquake between 9 to 10 points. And I believe that it will happen in no later than a year from now or this year. The reason why I am coming to you and I'm recording this information is for you guys to share the video and to get prepared. I believe that none of us can prepare for a massive earthquake where a city will get destroyed. And maybe it's not about stacking up in water or saving food or coming up with a plan to escape the city, but it can also be a change in consciousness where we need to awaken and we need to take responsibility for what we have done to the planet and what we're doing on an energetic level. So my message, it's a message for us to be able to look inside us and change. And to also take responsibility for the thoughts, the actions, the intentions, and what we visualize in our life, and what we can do to help, and what we can do to change things. The change comes within us. It doesn't come from the outside world. The change doesn't come from a president or from a religious leader. The change comes from us. And it is extremely important for us to take a look at who we are and what we're doing in order for us to change that. I've seen a Yellowstone go off. I've also seen a new volcano in California go off. And I've seen a massive volcano in Mexico go off where I've seen 3 towns be completely destroyed and be put under the lava and the debris from the volcano. The images that I have seen on my visions are a lot more alarming than what I'm sharing because my idea and the intention for me is not to alarm all of you, but for you guys to awaken and for you guys to take responsibility and learn to respect all forms of life. Whether it's an insect or an animal, we need to respect it. The change comes within us and it's our job and it's a time in our era for us to awaken and to take responsibility for the energy and the vibration that we create. It's important for us to do that, otherwise we will not be able to get through this process where we're all moving and changing. It's extremely important for us to do this, and I am leaving this message because a lot of you that follow me don't speak Spanish. And I need to also pay attention to you guys, and I apologize for not being able to do it. Most of the time I get caught up in doing the predictions in Spanish because I am known all over Latin America, and everybody that contacts me on my social media speaks Spanish. But I'm leaving this message here for all of you guys so that you guys can also understand and be aware. The world, it will shake. We will see earthquakes everywhere. We will see different things happen all over the place. And it's not to alarm anyone. It's for us to awaken and take a responsibility for what we're doing. I have become vegan in the last few years, and I've seen a tremendous growth with my spirituality. I have actually seen my gift get stronger and a lot more clear. It helps me work less, to be honest. I read the tarot cards, but mostly the information comes from my spirit guide, and I just simply see it or channel it. So when you become vegan, your spiritual body becomes lighter, and you're able to see information, and you're able to understand and get a deeper understanding of consciousness and your whole life purpose. My job here is not to read everyone. My job here is to help all of you awaken so then you can do what I can do. I've also predicted the catastrophe that just happened in New Orleans. I've been saying that it will be underwater after the disaster that we saw a few years back. It has happened recently. I've seen a lot of stuff. I share it all the time, but sometimes I don't share most of what I see. My idea and my hope for all of you is for you guys to use the information, not to panic, but simply use the information so that we can wake up, we can do something about it, and the change comes within us. We are the change. We need to change the situation with our actions, with our energy, and with what we do. So it's very important for us to focus and don't allow the outside world to get everyone to basically get lost in the process. And so let me see what people say. The earthquake that I saw, it will impact most of California. I've seen the San Francisco bridge broken. I've also, when in the channeling that I did, the guide said that it would be felt and heard all the way up to Vegas. The earthquakes that we saw recently in Los Angeles were 6 and 7.1 magnitude. That's not the earthquake that I saw. And to my surprise, I have a lot of people that have been emailing me through either Instagram or Facebook, telling me that the earthquake that I have seen, they've seen it in their dreams with a lot of water. Yesterday, a woman described the Beverly Center to the T. And she said that she saw an earthquake and she saw water everywhere, and people were trying to swim and they were simply just dying. The city will be destroyed, and there will be a lot of people that will not survive. So I encourage all of you to focus, to meditate, to get in touch with your spirit guide, so then we can get through this together. It's not about running, it's about changing our vibration. So when the people are asking me when, I don't have a date. I know it's this year. That's why I'm not in Los Angeles. I moved without notifying anyone. I had just paid my rent, and I woke up that day. My guide told me, you need to move to Scottsdale. I took a flight that week. I came and found a house, and here I am. So I don't want everybody to run out of LA because I don't know what's the best place for you. But what I can say is that maybe you need to get in touch with your guide so that he can tell you what is your safe place to go if you need to do anything. I don't want people to worry. I don't want people to panic because it promotes a different vibration than what you need. How do you meditate? I have a lot of videos on YouTube that you can research, and then you can listen to the information, and I will try to do them in English as well. And now, how do you communicate with your spirit guide? I was having that conversation with a client who called me for a reading. I'm actually on a break because a client flaked on her appointment, so I'm here. And I was telling him that the difference between the voice from your spirit guide and your own voice is your ego. When you're not attached to an answer, and when you're simply just listening and the information comes and there's no actual attachment to the answer, then that is your spirit guide. Hi to everybody. Hi Juan, how are you? I see you. Everyone is asking me, why are you speaking English? Because I need all of you guys who do speak English to share the message and share my video. It is very important. I am very worried. And I know that this is a time where it's not just to pray, because it's not up to God, and don't get offended with what I'm about to say. We have something called free will, and God cannot interfere with free will. So I had a client tell me, well, it's God's will that I will be successful or famous, or I will have money. And I said, if it was God's will, then he would be interfering with your free will. It's not God's will, it's your own will, because then it wouldn't be called free will. So is my store open now? I closed my store in Westwood. I am running an online business until I settle down and I'm being told what's my next step. So I'm here. So if anybody needs a reading, or anybody needs the same merchandise that I had at my store, then you would have to call me and order it, or book your appointment. And I will be happy to book them. I'm booking the appointments myself for two reasons. One, I don't have a secretary because I'm here by myself. And two, because I need people to know that I am here, that I can listen, and that I am here willing to give advice on how to use candles and do different things, not for readings in the morning. So, and I'm booking my own appointments because there's been a lot of people posting websites pretending to be me, ripping people off. So I've decided to book my own appointments to eliminate that, and pretty soon you will be able to book appointments online. I hope this information was helpful. I hope that all of you guys can find it in yourself to make the change, to be the change, to change your vibration, to take responsibility, and to start respecting all forms of life. When you respect all forms of life, that means that you don't eat them. You need to remember that beings, animals, are beings. Same as plants. They have a conscious. They are here with a purpose. They are here to have the same experience and the same right that you and I have. That's why I don't eat any animals, because I am eating a being that also has an opportunity to evolve with this experience. So I hope that all of you guys are able to share my message. I will be making more videos in English soon, and I hope that you guys can help me share my video. Thank you for listening. Hola amigos, ¿cómo están? Muchos de ustedes han estado hablando, ¿qué? En inglés, no entiendo por qué. Estoy haciendo el video de las predicciones y más bien un recuento de lo que yo he hablado en Facebook sobre el temblor de California, porque creo que es muy importante que nosotros compartamos ese mensaje. Estoy muy preocupada y necesito que ustedes puedan compartir el mensaje, y mi guía me ha instruido que debo hacerlo en español, en inglés y en portugués. Mañana voy a hacer el video en portugués. Vamos a ver, y espero que todos ustedes puedan ayudarme a compartir el video, porque creo que es importante que las personas escuchen el mensaje. Me pregunta Juan, is the earthquake going to hit Canada? I'm not sure, but what I have seen, I've seen different things that will happen in Canada. And I promise all of you, I will look at my crystal ball, do a crystal ball reading in both English and Spanish so then you guys can understand it. Puerto Rico, Me pregunta Carmen de Puerto Rico. Viene un desastre muy, muy feo para Puerto Rico. He hablado de ese desastre en varias ocasiones. Lo vi inundado, vi una inundación por dos lados de la isla, entrando agua en la isla. Y veo que va a ser muy, muy devastador para Puerto Rico. El área del Caribe va a haber huracanes y va a haber una situación con agua donde se inunda Puerto Rico y otras partes de Centroamérica. Viene el temblor para Los Ángeles muy, muy, muy severo y estoy muy preocupada. ¿Por qué en português me pregunta Oscar? Porque as pessoas que moram lá no Brasil precisam escutar as minhas previsões também. E todos eles estão pedindo as previsões em português. Porque las personas que viven en Brasil también necesitan escuchar las predicciones que tengo para Brasil. Y me las están pidiendo porque los videos se están compartiendo en Brasil. Perú, un tsunami pronto. Voy a hablar de eso mañana porque tengo citas y tengo que terminar mi jornada de lecturas el día de hoy. Pero, ¿viste algo para República Dominicana? Sí. Voy a hablar de eso viendo la bola de cristal mañana o el sábado y vamos a ver predicciones para esos países. El día de hoy quería yo compartir las predicciones en inglés porque es importante que yo las comparta en inglés. Melina, the earthquake for San Diego, when I say California, is the state of California, not Los Angeles, the state of California. Me están preguntando por San Diego. San Diego es el estado de California, está en el estado de California y yo estoy hablando de California. Entonces estoy preocupada por San Diego, mi hijo vive allá y como está yendo a la universidad, está de terco que no quiere salir de allá y no entiende. Piensa que hay tiempo, como todos piensan que hay tiempo. Bueno, yo los dejo, quería compartir el mensaje en inglés, no con todos los detalles que he hablado en español, porque lo que pasa es que cuando yo doy el mensaje y estoy viendo la bola, mucha de la información se me va, se me olvida, porque yo no la estoy dando consciente, yo estoy repitiendo y canalizando lo que me van dictando o mostrando. Y de pronto se va, es como un flash o a veces es como una película. En la bola de cristal se ve como una película. En Utah también va a temblar. Entonces yo que día anuncié que venían temblores para 5 ciudades. Dije que una de ellas era, no me acuerdo, era en Texas en algún lado. Hablé de Utah, hablé de Chicago y no me acuerdo de dónde más. Me toca ver el video. O véanlo ustedes también porque a mí se me olvidan las cosas. Something related to Costa Rica. I have to focus on that and take a look at my crystal ball so then I can share the information with you guys again. Mañana, si Dios me da licencia, voy a sentarme después de las 8 de la noche y vamos a ver catástrofes mundiales, a ver qué más nos muestra la bola de cristal. Espero que todos ustedes me ayuden a compartir el video, especialmente a las personas que no hablan español, para que ustedes puedan compartir el video con las personas y ellos también tengan acceso a la información. Yo soy Deseret Tavares, nos vemos mañana en la noche, muy probable después de las 8 de la noche, que es cuando yo termino mi jornada de lecturas. Y vamos a estar viendo la bola de cristal y viendo la baraja, a ver qué más se nos muestran. En Chicago va a temblar. Las personas que acaban de entrar pueden volver a ver el video, compártanlo, vuelvan a ver los otros videos de esta semana para que ustedes puedan tener la información, porque a mí se me olvida. Okay, Mimi, when when the volcano in Mexico, the Popotapetl, hits Mexico, it will have 3 eruptions. After those 3 eruptions in a row, Los Angeles will get hit with a massive earthquake, and so will Mexico City. I'm not sure which one is first, but I know the 2 will get hit. So you guys need to prepare. You need to figure out a way to get out of the city, because the highways, the airports, and there will be no electricity. So you need to have a plan to be able to get out of the city. It's extremely important, because in my vision, I saw people trapped. I saw people trapped in the city because the city had problems with water. So there's water that's coming in from the coastline, and there's the earthquake. The earthquake, I'm not sure what happens if it breaks, if there's a tsunami, but there's water in the city. So you have to think about what you can do, and if you can leave, it's probably the best. But I'm not one to tell you what to do. You need to ask your guide what you need to do about it. Bueno, entonces vamos a... Nebraska es uno de los lugares más a salvos que hay aquí en Norteamérica. Entonces, yo diría que ustedes tienen que pensar muy bien en eso. Si están en Nebraska, almacenen comida. What's the best place to go? I'm planning on going to Argentina, because I was told to move to Argentina. I was told to leave the north and go to the south. A mí me dijeron que yo tenía que ir hacia el sur, pero ya les digo, el lugar que para mí pueda funcionar tal vez no es el lugar para ustedes, porque cada uno debe ir de acuerdo a lo que su guía le dice. Maybe your prediction is from Louisiana. I predicted that New Orleans would be underwater again. It happened. I predicted it. I've been saying about it. I also said that the Mississippi River will have issues, and it will get flooded all around, and it happened already. Seattle, Washington, I haven't seen anything. When I give predictions, it's not that I focus on a city. It's whatever I see, they tell me that it will happen, and I talk about those, and I don't talk about anything else, because they're not talking about that. Okay, la Florida va a tener un huracán espantoso, y va a ser muy, muy afectada, y también va a quedar bajo agua. Entonces, yo pienso que el planeta va a estar en movimiento, que el planeta va a estar constantemente con cambios. Entonces, no se trata de huir y de ir para allá ni nada, sino se trata de que nosotros trabajemos en nosotros mismos y despertemos para saber qué es lo que tenemos que hacer. Los quiero mucho, me tengo que ir. Pasaba a saludar y a dejar la predicción en inglés para que ustedes puedan compartirla con las personas que no hablan español. Yo soy Deseret Tavares, nos vemos la próxima vez. No se olviden de mañana, tenemos una cita donde vamos a estar dando las predicciones. A ver qué nos muestra, qué mensaje, qué cosas nos muestra la bola de cristal. I will be reading my crystal ball tomorrow after 8 o'clock Arizona time. I invite all of you guys to tune in tomorrow and be present to see what I'm going to be shown tomorrow. I hope that you guys can join me tomorrow, and that you can also share the video and help spread the word. My name is Deseret Tavares, and I will see you next time. Gracias, amigos. Yo soy Deseret Tavares. Nos vemos la próxima vez. Beso muy grande para todos ustedes. Chao.